Yeah, let's talk about that, man.
Yeah, they still ain't produced the paperwork,
so
man.
what is this whole snitch culture that's surrounding your name? Like,
oh, well, how I'm gonna be a snitch without paperwork?
Okay.
What they trying to say is, I caught a murder case when I was 14. We was all kids who committed a murder. Every nigga in the case talked. I was the last nigga to get arrested. But we kids, homie. I'm 14, them 15, 16, 17. Every nigga got arrested, told what happened. Not only that, we got witnesses. Kids, a broad that went to school with us heard her mom was at the mall. So they the ones identified us. She the one said, that's Charleston, Antoine, DJ, and Antoine. I'm the last one to get arrested, homie. So by the time the police get meeting, they already know what happened. So this is what these people want you to believe. When my mama show up with this high-powered lawyer, what happened? I'm not supposed to tell my mom and the lawyer what happened? As a kid, I'm not supposed to tell my mom and the lawyer, Mama, I ain't shoot that man. My mama trying to get me to come home. My lawyer, well, my client didn't shoot him. The other kids talk. Why wouldn't we tell? We kids.
So does Charleston White consider himself a snitch?
Hell yeah, I'ma tell. So let's define snitching.
Let's define it. Let's define it.
So if big cousin molesting little cousin,
okay,
is that snitching when she go tell? Whew. If big cousin fucking the boy cousin, is that snitching when he go tell? If uncle molesting, is that snitching? If stepdaddy jumping on mama and the baby called the cops, but we live in the hood, daddy and the stepdaddy is gang affiliated.
Okay.
Mama gang affiliated. The kid just a kid. Is he snitching? So let me ask y'all this. So when Pop Hunter mama, so when that little kid Pop Hunter, when Uzi Vert, Gilly the Kid, all them said, man, this dude snitched. He was a 13-year-old kid that witnessed a murder. His mama say, tell these people what happened. Is he snitching? So you mean to tell me black people, we done got this fucked up in our culture where we say kids snitching? We that fucked up. So what they did, they went back 30 years. I'm 45 years old. I done had drug trafficking charges in my 20s. I got an adult arrest record. How they skip over my adult arrest record? And they didn't even get my juvenile record. They went and got the broad who snitched on us, her paperwork. But they won't show the paperwork. They got 500 pages of Charleston a snitch. Why won't they show the paperwork? I done disrespected and offended everybody in the world. They should have that paperwork online so they can read word for word.
Word for word.
That's what I'm saying, homie. So this is what they saying. He snitched when he was 14. I'm saying, look at this fucked up culture. Look at this fucked up culture, homie. Them niggas go back 30 years to say I snitched. And I'm a grown man, homie. Been in trouble as a grown man. We going back to a childhood, huh? Is that how we doing it, black folks?
You gotta dig deep.
We gotta dig that deep on a nigga. On the nigga who telling y'all, I don't break law. I'm not a criminal. I haven't been involved in criminal activities, but I call the police on you. Why would you go back that far? I'm telling you, I call the police on you.
You dare sure tell them that.
I'm telling you, if I see a nigga breaking into my neighbor's house, I get the license plate and call the police and get a license plate number, the description of the car, and what the niggas was wearing. Nigga broke in my neighbor's house. Is that snitching? So let me ask y'all this. Zero just gave an interview on the news. They said, do you know who assaulted you? He said, yeah, Trey the Truth. Was he snitching? Now, he didn't call the police, but he went on the news and told the news what happened. I got jumped. But I don't hear no video saying, man, Zero snitching. According to the law, according to the laws of the streets, that's telling. But when are we gonna define the difference between telling, setting the record straight, snitching? It's a difference.
Yeah. Okay.
From what I heard, the beef between Zero and Trey the Truth brother is two partners riding in the car. They get stopped by the police. Both niggas is a convicted felon. Who gun is this? This my weed. saying, oh, we go to jail. One saying, this my weed. The nigga over here with the gun saying, me and my niggas go to jail. Zero saying, this my weed. The nigga saying, Zero snitch, because he's saying, this my weed. Okay, well, if that's his weed, who gun is that? Here. But he ain't saying it's here. He keeps saying, this my weed.
There it is.
Is that snitching? Am I supposed to go to jail with this nigga? He won't man up and say, man, this is my gun. Am I supposed to go to jail with this nigga? Am I supposed to bite my tongue and say, man, fuck this, whole nigga, man, I ain't saying nothing, and ruin my life and go to jail with this nigga? And then we fight in jail. How me and him supposed to work this out? I got it. Say, that's his gun. That's how you work it out. You get it time enough. That's how you work it out. Yeah, you can make eye contact when the police say, who gun is it? You look at him one time, look at the law, look at him again, get him a chance to say something. If he don't say, man, that's his gun, man. Here go my weed. Yeah. Here go. You can fingerprint this bag. This bag got all my fingerprints on it. His fingerprints gonna be on the gun.
Goddamn right, baby.
So we applying these rules to one another as black men, but we got women at home, we got children at home. So I'm supposed to uphold these street rules, even though I know this gonna kill my mama. Even though I know this gonna kill my kid. This gonna take me away from my kid. But I'm supposed to be solid enough to stay down with these street rules for this nigga. When we all know, if he get out, he gonna be the first one to fuck my woman. The niggas I'm keeping it real with. These gonna be the same niggas that don't send me no money when I call and say, my nigga, I'm doing bad down here. But we gonna be seeing them online at the club. These niggas, we seeing our niggas online at the club showing money, but we in prison watching it. But we done kept it real. At what point as a black man am I free to just be a man, to be a husband, to be a father, where I don't have to live by the rules that constantly causes me to fail? I lose playing with these rules. Every guy I know done lost playing with these rules. So why would I keep playing with them? No, I want to break them.
I feel you. Now,
by the way, I'm willing to be a snitch to stay in my kid's life. That's how bad I want to be a father. I'm willing to tell to remain in my children's life.
I definitely feel you. I think from what I've always known, if you and your partner are going to do some hot shit, you're going to do some street shit together, and y'all get into it and y'all get caught doing some street shit, and if you tell on him, that's snitching.
Man, I was told before we started committing crimes that there's no honor amongst thieves. So why would I get this? Why I was taught that before I get with you, because I was taught don't trust you. It ain't no honor in this. And not only that, I'm walking in nature. And my nature is for me to self-preserve.
Okay.
Nature's first rule is self-preservation. That's why the police put me in one car and put you in another car, because they know this. They know the science. They know the psychology about separating. They already know me and you gonna go against each other. We the fools that believe we ain't gonna go against each other.
You making some point. You making some valid points.
I mean, it's studies on this shit.
Yeah.
It's studies on this shit that criminals do not keep the code. The broad will keep the code for the nigga would. Your woman will catch a dope case for your partner, catch one for you.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
So when we committed our crime, homie, the nigga that done the shooting, he was going to this nigga saying, we go blame Charleston. He was coming to me saying, we go blame DJ. You see, so all niggas do this when they in trouble, homie. For the most part, wasn't none of us friends when we was committing crimes. The niggas that I caught that murder case with, them wasn't my childhood partners. Them was some niggas I just got with that day and got in trouble, like most niggas do. Most niggas, when they catch them RICO cases and them Fed cases, them don't be lifelong childhood friends. Them be niggas just got together out of situations and circumstances, and they just glued to one another. But they don't be no real loyalty in that shit. Them niggas don't have no history of being battle tested, going through nothing. That's why it's so easy to break them. when the police get them. They don't have no history. They don't have no kind of constitution that they've developed out of a household. And if we being honest, homie, most of us was taught to tell. We wasn't taught to be criminals. When we start committing crimes at 14, 15, 16, we wasn't taught not to talk to the police. Our mamas go come down there and say, you better tell these white folks the truth. Your mama, your grandmama. Did they go call your mama and put in the room with you, in the interrogation room, let you and your mama go put her head, son, please tell her. Man, come on, how many niggas can withstand that? We watch First 48 all the time. Every nigga break.
Yeah.
If Sammy the Bull and these hard mafia criminals, if they can't keep the code, what make you think our babies can? And we got these old ass OG niggas who didn't keep the codes neither, trying to shame kids to keep the code. Yeah, we fucked up as a race of people.
Right.